Hi, I'm Ashley and I love the 49ers.
And I'm Nicole and I love the Chargers.
And we are touchdowns
and tight ends.
And we are not experts.
Not experts, but we are passionate.
Yeah, we're passionate. And we've been gone for a really long time. So welcome back. Thanks for following us and joining us. Nicole, to celebrate coming back after 8 months, what are you drinking?
Doing some white wine because, as you know, we're having an insane heat wave in Southern California. So this is it for me. And I don't have AC.
So I do have air conditioning and I'm drinking the red wine. Although it's still 99 degrees outside at 5:30 at night. I know. But well, cheers.
Cheers. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Feels good to be back.
It does feel good to be back. Maybe we should help fill you guys in on some life. Life got really busy for us after the Super Bowl. Actually, life got busy for us right before the Super Bowl. Oh, hey, Mrs. Bird Gang. Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you. Right after the Super Bowl, I think what were we doing? So much traveling, right? Mm-hmm. But the best between the Super Bowl and right now, I've got a promotion at work, which has taken up a lot of my time. So I'm still transitioning from my old position into a new position. Yeah. But don't worry, guys. We're going to do our best to be back weekly. Nicole, what's new with you?
It's been nuts. I mean, we've tried, guys. We've tried to come back. We're like, we're going to do this. And then life just happened. I mean, we had summer and the kids and Ashley got our promotion and all that. So now that football is just right around the corner, we are back.
Yeah. Hey, Ammon. Let's go Niners. Oh, am I reading all of them? We're a little rusty, guys.
We're a little rusty, but speaking of rusty, so we have been working on kind of rebranding everything, everything from our Instagram to our YouTube. So we were really hoping that we'd have everything locked in and loaded before we went live, but things happen, and we will have something exciting coming shortly. Speaking of things that are exciting, obviously the Bird Gang Network, thank you again for having us on the show, for hosting us. And we've also partnered up with the Fantasy Football Network and we'll be doing weekly updates on all things Chargers. So Ammon, I'm sorry. It's not 49ers based, but Ashley will be making appearances. So that'll be really fun. And definitely you guys will want to tune in for the 49ers Chargers game because we'll be all over that one.
Yeah, we're actually going to that game. I'm not sure. Well, we haven't even talked to you guys. But yes, Nicole and I will be at the 49ers Chargers game up at Levi. It'll be her first time to Levi Stadium hanging out with all the 49ers fans. So we're really excited. If anybody else is going to be there, you should let us know and we could do a quick little meetup. Because that would be fun. That would be
fun. Quick shout out, David. What's up? Long time no see.
Thanks for coming back.
All right, Ashley, we already got a question for you. Right off the bat.
Well, if you have listened to us for any amount of time, you know that I am a huge Jimmy G fan. And obviously all I want for him is the best, but I'll tell you, I want to say it was Kyle Shanahan who said there are not 32 starting quarterbacks in the league this year. And I mean, shit, look at some of the starters this year. It's the truth, right? There's not. But there are 2 starters playing for the 49ers this year. And so I think it just helps build confidence in the 49ers. If anything happens to Trey Lance, if Trey Lance can't handle the pressure, then we know that we win games with Jimmy. So, I mean, we have the strongest backup in the entire league.
Yeah, I think it's a really great setup. I think it's really smart, actually, because you haven't had a full season with Trey yet, right? Anything can happen. We don't know how he's going to perform, how he's going to vibe with the rest of the team. So I think having Jimmy as a backup is, I mean, I was reading some stats today or just predictions on, the team, especially the Chargers and the 49ers. And both of our teams are being looked at heavily, and both of them are looked at to go to the playoffs. So
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. But I'm excited that Jimmy's still with us. So.
Hello, Dean.
Hi.
We're back.
We're working our kinks out.
We're working out.
So for this episode, we wanted to talk predictions. We know that we're in week 1. Football is back on Thursday. Thank goodness. Although, sidebar, my son's football games are every Thursday at 4:00.
Oh.
And it makes it really hard to try to watch his football games because I'm not going to not watch them.
No,
but then whatever game's on TV, I'm like, ooh, how am I going to do this? Like an AirPod with it on my phone while also watching his game?
Kind of what you do when you go to the Chargers game.
Oh, that's 100% what I do when I go to the Chargers game.
You're like, sorry, don't talk to me for the next 30 minutes. Wait till my game's over and then I'm all yours.
Oh, yeah. If you guys catch me at a Chargers game and the Niners are playing, I'm on my phone. But so we want to talk predictions with you guys this episode. If you remember last year, we went over all of our predictions and every week we talked about it. And we wanted to do that again. Here's what we learned based off our predictions last year. Nicole and I are not made to be analysts.
Passionate, girl. We're passionate, not experts, okay?
So just as a reminder to everybody, last year I predicted that the 49ers would be 13-4, and they ended 10-7. And Nicole predicted that the Chargers were going to go 12-5, and they ended
9-8.
9-8.
Well, you guys made the playoffs.
Yeah,
So.
like in a freak way. I don't know. We got real good towards the end right there.
I feel like last season for me is just done. It's water under the bridge. I can't think about it. Going into week 1 against the Raiders, just going to leave it there.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really good game. All right, you want to talk predictions? I got to write these down.
Yeah, let's talk predictions, and then let's talk a little bit about our first games.
Oh, yeah. And we didn't even talk about the offseason. Sorry, guys. If we're being really honest, like the offseason, we paid attention as much as we could, but there was so much that happened in the offseason. Like, yeah. I swear to God, I still don't know who everybody's quarterbacks are. if I'm being honest.
So I actually reposted our predictions for playoffs from TikTok that we did last year. And I reposted it. And I was just looking at it. I was like, this is totally different. Like, how much has changed in 1 year is insane.
Yeah. I mean,
actually 3 games off isn't too bad.
That's not that bad.
With me, maybe.
I had to write down the quarterbacks right here because, like, I know a lot of them, but some of them, like, I was like, who's the Steelers starter? Oh yeah, Trubisky is named the starter today, right?
It'll change.
I know. I feel like a couple of them are going to change, so I just had to write them down.
All right. So do we want to go week by week here?
We'll go week by week. And then just remember, guys, Nicole and I are optimists. We like to put it out there that these teams are going to do really, really well.
Optimistic for sure. I had a hard time this year, to be honest with you, with predictions, just because I do think that the Chargers are such a great team this year. And I think the 49ers are going to be a great team as well. But, last year I thought we were going to be 12-5.
Yeah, I had a hard time with the 49ers just because of the quarterback situation. I know that our team's pretty stacked, but the unknown of Trey Lance, I think now that we have Jimmy gives me a little more confidence. Like if something happens, we have a good backup. Because we have some of the top rated players in the game with like Kittle, with Fred Warner, Debo, Nick Bosa, Kyle Juszczyk, Trent Williams. So I'm like, we're Super Bowl ready. It's just really going to fall in the hands of the quarterback, right? It's why we haven't made it yet.
Well, I think you and I think both teams, I think we had the most people that made the top 100 for the NFL.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. I think I had 7 or 8 and you had like 6 or 7. It was like right there, neck and neck.
Yeah. So, but I did have a hard time with my predictions.
All right. So real quick, Dean says Cam Newton should sign to the Browns or Lions. Have you
the Patriots? Yeah.
Who, Cam Newton?
Yeah.
I don't think he's playing right now.
Oh, I didn't know if he was like.
I don't know.
Oh no.
I actually don't know that.
Yeah, me neither.
But have you watched Hard Knocks with the Lions?
I haven't watched Hard Knocks ever. One episode ever in my life.
God, you gotta watch it. And then now they're doing the mid-season one again with the
gotta-
Cardinals.
All right. With the Cardinals?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. Look, I have time for like one TV show a night with Kyle, and right now we are powering through the rest of Better Call Saul. We didn't realize there was a season 6. We thought we finished season 5, and then found out last night when we finished season 5, there's a season 6, and so
It's so good. It's so
You know.
good. Dean saying Jimmy should be the starter.
I don't know if I disagree.
You're a huge Jimmy G fan, though.
Yeah, but we did trade up to get Trey Lance. He has to figure it out. Trey Lance hasn't started a full season since college. He started 2 games for us last year. He has to learn. There has to be a learning period. I think the hard part is the learning period, the year that we could be going to the Super Bowl because of where the rest of the team's at.
Right.
Or could he do a great job? I mean, Mac Jones did pretty good for a rookie last year.
Mm-hmm. Mac Jones was great. He did great. A lot of good rookie quarterbacks. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll talk about that with week 1 because that'll be interesting. Okay, let's go week by week predictions, guys. Remember, we're not experts. Nicole and I really think our teams are just going to go to the Super Bowl and play each other.
I mean, one can hope, right?
It would be the perfect Super Bowl.
One of these years, we're going to get it. One year, it's going to happen.
Where's the Super Bowl at next year?
Cardinals, Arizona.
That's a really easy drive for us.
I know. Hopefully, we can get a sponsorship and someone will pay for us to go. I don't know.
Sponsors, we need to go to the Super Bowl when the Chargers and the 49ers play each other. You heard it here first. Okay, week 1. Nicole, you guys are playing the Raiders at home.
So week 1 is huge. I'm sure everyone knows about the Raiders Chargers final game before the playoffs. I mean, that was the most ridiculous game I've ever seen. Win. We're going to go in and we're going to redeem ourselves at home. I think we have a better team. We definitely have a better defense. I think our offense is better. There's a couple questionable pieces to that team for me right now. So I think we're going to go in, and I think a big win for me with that Raiders game is I think that there's going to be 30% Charger fans instead of 5% like there was last year.
Oh, I hope so. I feel like your fan base grew.
It did. I think so too. I just saw some guy posting about how he's been a Dallas fan his whole life, and now he's like, no, I'm a Charger fan now. I'm like, where did that come from? But okay.
Okay, take it. Yeah. That'll be a good game. That'll be a really good game. I know you're going, and I know Kyle's going.
Yeah.
I'll watch you guys on TV.
Yeah. All right. So you guys, game 1 is at the Bears.
Yeah. So this one's interesting. So number 1, Chicago is Jimmy's hometown area. So it's interesting that he's not going to be the starter. And I believe his first starting game with the 49ers was versus the Bears in 2017.
Did he win that game?
I think so. And we beat them last time we played them in Chicago also. But Trey Lance is the starter. So here's what's going to make it interesting, right? Trey Lance and Justin Fields were both drafted last year. And there's there's always that talk about like rookie quarterbacks. Should you bench them year 1 behind a starter and kind of have them learn behind the scenes? Or do you put them out there and have them play their first season, knowing there's going to be a lot of growing pains? And what makes this game so interesting is we're going to see the 2 different scenarios. Trey Lance, who sat last year behind Jimmy, Justin Fields, who played the entire season and has a full year of starting under his belt. Like who?
So for me, we had that situation, right? Herbert was the backup to Tyrod Taylor his first year, and that's him. Yep. So he was done, and they just what else are you going to do, right? They're not going to put Easton Stick in there, so they threw him in, and look what happened. So I mean,
yeah,
it's going to be exciting.
I have it as a win, though. I do believe the 49ers will come out strong with the win versus the Bears. I think Trey Lance is going to try to prove something because he was picked 3rd overall in the same exact draft as Justin Fields.
Totally.
So
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. So week 2, this is a big one for you guys, at Kansas City.
It's Thursday night football, second week. I think we're going to take KC once and we're going to lose once. I'm going to go with a loss here.
Okay. I can see that. I feel like a lot of times with those divisional opponents, it's like a 50-50 split. Or at least that's what you hope for, right?
Right. I mean, yeah, you hope so. And last year, I feel like we were also kind of at a revenge game with them, but I don't know. I just have a feeling we're going to lose that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Week 2. This is not such a terrible matchup anymore. You guys are playing the Seahawks.
Historically, I would tell you that the Seahawks were our kryptonite, but I believe that's wrong. I think that Russell Wilson was probably our kryptonite. And
Broncos this year too.
I know in week 3. So we'll talk about that. But I think we're going to beat the Seahawks. And this is at home. I know it's always a little harder to play them at, what is it, Safe?
Lumen.
Sorry. I'm thinking their baseball team. Lumen. Because of how loud it gets. But who's starting for them right now? I think they said Geno Smith was the starter right now, right? Yeah. And they're going to probably rotate their starters. That team's rebuilding. So I think we're finally going to win. I don't think they're going to be – I think they'll be our easiest divisional opponent all season.
I agree. I will say the Seahawks do have some good weapons, but we have no idea if these quarterbacks are going to throw or if they're going to pass. I mean, you've got Metcalf and you've got Lockett, but if they're not throwing, they're useless, you know?
Totally. Well, unless they start running the ball like Debo.
Yeah. All right.
So, okay. Week 3 versus the Jags.
Win.
All right, guys, we're getting emergency alert. You got that? Just so you guys know, it's really hot in California. If Nicole and I lose you guys, it's because of rolling blackouts because of how hot it is in California and power grids. Just FYI, just in case we disappear. But I think you guys can win. I think Trevor Lawrence will do better this season, though. Dude, I had to pick him up as, I think he's one of my backup quarterbacks in one of my fantasy leagues because that's all that was left. But he's supposed to be a sleeper.
I think it'll be a closer game. Like, I think that could be maybe like a 31-28 score. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means, but I do think that we have that one, especially at home.
Yeah. No, I agree. Okay.
All right. You guys, week 3 are playing your nemesis, Russell Wilson, at their stadium.
We're going to lose.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that one. I think that's going to be a tough game.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think, and sometimes, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's really cool to be like the longest undefeated team in the NFL, but also sometimes just taking that first L takes a lot of pressure off of you. So I'm cool if we take a loss week 3.
There you go. So we're both now 2-1.
Yeah. Okay. So week 4, you guys are at the Texans with who's the quarterback right now for the Texans? Davis Mills. Yeah. Okay.
I am not worried about, but see, this is the same thing we talked about last year. There's always that one team where you're like, and for me this year, it's kind of the Falcons. I'm like, oh yeah, that's no problem. But I don't know. You got Kyle Pitts this year. I don't know what will happen with the quarterback situation, but there's always that one game that you should absolutely win that you don't.
Yeah.
I just don't think this is it.
Okay. I feel that.
Okay. And you're back. It's at home with the Ravens.
Yeah. And you know what? I think we lose to them this time. I think it'll be a 50-50 split. I think we're going to lose to them at home and beat them at SoFi.
I like that.
Because you got to think, too, if Trey Lance is, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4 games in?
Yeah.
He's still finding his footing, right? Saying he's still the starter. So going against Stafford and the Rams, like, pretty intimidating. But then we play them again in week 8. So 4 weeks later, just a little more experience.
When you guys played them last year, was it playoffs when you guys came to SoFi and 49ers just dominated the stadium?
That was week 18.
And you guys won, right?
Yeah, and then we lost to them in the playoffs right before the Super Bowl, and that's the first time we've lost to them in like 2 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we're going to take a loss there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So week 5 now. You guys are at the Browns.
That's a win.
Okay. Well, who's our acting? Brissett? Their acting quarterback, like they're
acting?
Yeah, like an acting manager. I mean, I guess the quarterback that's playing till week 11, which what the F? Like, let's divert for a second. And are we serious that Deshaun Watson gets to come back week 11 versus the Texans? Like that wasn't freaking planned?
And people are picking him up on fantasy still, like holding out till they can play him like week 11, week 12. How is this guy even playing?
I don't know, dude. Also, like, how's he even going to be game ready? I don't know. But I'm like, look, I'm not saying shit's rigged, but like really an 11 game suspension until they play the Texans.
Yeah. Crazy.
But I agree. I think you guys could beat them. I actually think the Browns are probably they could be like a Super Bowl contender if they had a good quarterback.
For sure. I mean,
they would have picked Jimmy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they had a good solid quarterback, I mean, they've got a good team.
Yeah. Well, cheers to your win.
Thank you. And by the way, guys, if I keep messing with my mouth, I just got Invisalign today and it's driving me absolutely crazy. So, side note. All right. Week 5. Panthers.
I think we win. I think the Panthers are still figuring it out.
Still rebuild.
I was gonna say they're still rebuilding. They're not a powerhouse yet.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right. Week 6 versus the Broncos.
This one's hard for me. This one's hard. It's probably hard like it is for you. I mean, I know you guys are the Russell Wilson thing's a little different. I think it's a 50-50. But I think Russ is going to be stronger in the beginning of the season. So I'm going to give us a loss for that one.
Okay. I can see that. Here's the real question. Is Dennis now a Broncos fan or is he still a Seahawks fan?
We were just talking about that last night. So I was like, that you're actually a Chargers fan. He's like, I'm not a Chargers fan. I'm like, whenever we talk about the Chargers, it's always we. I was like, so is it Chargers? He's like, no, Nicole, I am a Broncos fan. Like, okay.
He's a Russell Wilson fan. So if Russell would have came to the Niners, he would have been a Niners fan with me.
Yeah, then he'd be a Niners fan. He's definitely still a Seahawks fan, but the same type of thing, like when Phillip Rivers left, I think I followed the Colts for a hot minute just to see how he would do. I still wanted him to get a Super Bowl ring and go to the Super Bowl and all that. But at the end of the day, he's always going to be a Hawks fan.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I got to fix my chair. I feel like I'd be the same way with Jimmy. If Jimmy would have went to another team this year,
yeah,
I would have followed and supported.
You want to see how they go?
God, dude, it is hot in my office right now.
Oh, girl, I'm like, it is 100 degrees right now.
Guys, we couldn't even wear jerseys today because it's so hot outside.
Too hot.
Okay.
All right. So week 6, you guys are at the Falcons.
Yeah. And this was a tough one for me too, kind of like you said, because it's like, this is a game we should win. We could lose. I'm going to say we're going to win. I'm going to say that we're going to win. But I think this is one of those games that we're going to look at when it comes up and be like, it's like when we played the Eagles, and it's like, you should win. And then you're like, man, we almost lost that game.
49ers, Lakers for life. Go Niners. Hello. Oh, it's so good to have you guys back here and chatting with us.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We were nervous. It's been so long.
It's been a long time. And I feel like once football gets going, then we're more into the groove of it. Like we're talking about the games, but also guys, please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't yet. That would mean a lot to us.
Yeah. All right. Oh, back to back. Week 7 at SoFi playing the Seahawks. Man, is Dennis excited for weeks 6 and 7?
Very excited. We'll be going to both of those games. I think we're going to beat the Seahawks.
Okay. I think so too.
I don't have any doubt there. I wonder how many games they're actually going to win this year. Like, I want to say 4.
They're going to end up last in the division.
With you, yeah, Cardinals.
I called that last year too, though. Remember when everybody's like, they're going to the Super Bowl, and I was like, they're going to be last. And I was actually right with my predictions that time.
You were. Mm-hmm. All right, Luke, Luna, go Niners. We are a stacked team that's in win mode now. I have no problem, Kyle, putting Jimmy in if Trey is struggling when we get to the better teams. Yep,
totally agree. We have such a good insurance policy right there.
It's awesome. And the Seahawks didn't get him.
Mm-hmm. I swear to God, that's probably a big part of why he still plays for the 49ers. If Zeus keeps knocking at the door, I'm going to have to let him in.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Where are we at?
Right.
Oh.
Week 7 at home with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I had to really think about this one because I think that Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to be a good team. I also think that our team's still salty about the Super Bowl loss.
Of course.
And this is one of those revenge games, and I say we're going to win.
All right. I love it.
Yeah. Sorry, someone just opened me off this door. Excuse me, guys.
Yep.
I need you to get out, please. Sorry, guys. You ever try to live stream with your kids in the house?
Fun times.
Okay. Week 8, you're on a bye. A good little resty rest.
Hi, sleeping.
Okay. Well, week 8 for us.
Week 8 for you. You're coming to my town, coming to my hood.
Yeah, which
SoFi
is actually probably, we know that SoFi actually is the 49ers' second home.
Wow. Yeah, they are. You guys play the Rams like really close together this year.
Like 4 weeks apart. Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. But I think this is the game we win.
Okay. At home, bringing all the Niner fans.
I think dude, I think I might try to go to this game.
Let's go.
Oh my God, you're on a bye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and they're playing at SoFi, so it doesn't matter. Two 49ers games this year to make up for all the Chargers games I've dragged you along to.
And I haven't seen the Rams play yet. That'd be a good one. Okay.
That'd be fun.
All right. So you guys are coming off your bye, good little rest, week 9. Now you're playing the Falcons at the Falcons.
Yeah, I think we win that one.
Okay.
But it's the same thing I said earlier. That could be the fluke game. I don't think we'll have more than one of those fluke games this year. It could be it, but I'm going to say we're going to win that.
Okay. I support that.
Luke Luna's got something for you.
Our team is going to look way different next year, and we won't be able to keep a lot of our free agents. Our team is going to look different, including Jimmy, whatever it takes. He's right. It depends so much cap space, right, and salaries, and so a lot of one-year contracts. I'm telling you, I think the 49ers are going to pull Rams, and they're going to pull out all the stops this year to try to get to the Super Bowl.
I could see that. happening.
Yeah. So,
it's good to see you too. Thanks for joining. Love your shirt.
Thank you. We were saying earlier it's too hot to wear jerseys in California right now, so T-shirts it is.
We got to get some new gear, man.
Oh, we do. Give me an excuse to buy stuff.
All right. So week 9, you were on a bye.
We are.
Now we got the big one.
We're getting real rested for the Chargers game.
We're playing the Falcons, girl. We're going to be rested.
Yes. But you're traveling. You guys are going to the East Coast, have to travel back. Little short week going on. Could be a disadvantage to the Chargers. We're going to
You know what? That's a really good point. But I still think we're going to beat you.
I also think we're going to win. So this is going to be an interesting one, guys.
This is going to be, holy cow, guys. If you want to tune in 1 week, that's the week you want to do it.
Week 10, Nicole and I are going to be at the game, look for some great content, and then after the game, hopefully we're still friends.
We'll probably go live a couple times throughout that game, little shit talking here and there.
Oh, no, it depends how much we have to drink.
Maybe we shouldn't think that game.
Or just not go live.
So Dean thinks that the Pats are going to go 12-5. They'll start off 2-2, 3-1, keep their games from week 5 to 9 are favorable for the Pats. People keep doubting the Pats. You said that last year too, and you know what? I don't think I'm not sleeping on the Patriots.
I'm not sleeping on them. I feel like everybody's sleeping on the Niners. I feel like we're still a freaking underdog.
I don't know. A lot of the analysts are not sleeping on the Niners.
Yeah. We'll see. Okay. We're done with week 10. Nicole and I got in a fight and made up.
We tied. Can you imagine? That would be fabulous. Okay. Got in a huge fight. We broke up. We got back together. We're good now.
Yeah. And now we're at week 11, whole new football week. And the Chargers are playing the Chiefs at home.
Chargers are going to be tired. God, now I kind of want to switch my. No, but we're playing them at home. I think we're going to beat the Chiefs. We have to win once.
Okay. Last year we were pretty flexible with these divisional opponents and like going back and forth,
Yeah.
So.
All right. So after your loss to the Chargers,
after
you guys are heading to Arizona to play the Cardinals.
Yeah, and this is a Monday night football game, so we get a little extra rest. You hear my dog? I'm sorry. Kyle just got home. Can you guys excuse me for 1 second to let him out?
Yeah, no worries. David, I'm sure that you disagree with the tie there. I'm sure you're going 49ers to win that one. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's going to be a crazy good game. The Chargers, 49ers is going to be a great game.
Oh, I know. Okay, where am I at? The Cardinals? I think we win this one.
Okay.
The Cardinals are a weird team this year, too, I feel like.
I do, too.
Like, I don't know, Like last year, they really fell off. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, gosh. Guess who you play the next week? In Arizona. Cardinals.
I said we're going to lose this one. I think we're going to be tired.
Sleepy time.
I think it's going to be night time. I think the Cardinals are a very good team. I think people slept on them a little last year. And again, like the Super Bowl's in Arizona this year. I'm not saying that they're winning the division. I don't think they're going to get to the Super Bowl, but I think that there's going to be a fire lit under them and they're going to be gunning for it.
Well, wasn't there? So DeAndre Hopkins is out. How many games? He's out like 6 games, right? There was all that drama with Kyler Murray this offseason. And then Cliff Kingsbury is still the coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't believe the team buys into him or likes his leadership. So I think that's the problem right there is the coaching. So there's a lot of great players on that team. But I don't think there's unity in leadership the way that it needs to be led. And I think that could be the demise of that team.
It's not cohesive.
Yeah. It's not the ability level of the players. It's the coaching staff.
Right.
So that's why I say it's an interesting team because they should be great.
We play like all the same teams.
I know. Well, not week 12.
Week 12, you're at home with the Saints.
And I think we're going to lose.
You think you're going to lose to the Saints?
I think this is one of those games that we should win, but we're going to lose.
Okay.
I know.
What do you think you're going to what is it about the Saints? Just one of those fluke?
Yes. I don't even know that it's like anything. Like I'm like, oh, it's Jameis Winston's their quarterback right now, right? And I'm like, he was okay last year. He wasn't awful. He was okay. Like new coaching staff, but it just feels like one of those ones that I'm like, dang it. We should be winning this, but we might lose.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. We're getting to the end of the season. Week 13, you guys are in Las Vegas. And you're gonna lose in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Ooh, what week is that? I might be working in Vegas that week. I know.
Mm-hmm. I thought about going to that game, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to be in that stadium.
If I'm working in Vegas that week,
maybe I'll just come up and
I'll just extend my trip.
Yeah, figure it out.
Okay.
That's going to be a good one. I don't think it's going to be as good as the one we had last year, but that was also at the Raiders Stadium.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I feel like the Raiders are very strong at home. They've got, I mean, their fan base travels with them, especially when it comes to SoFi.
Well, and it's in Las Vegas. Everybody travels to Vegas.
That's true. That's true.
Like, yeah.
All right. So week 13, you're heading. Oh, you're home. So you guys are playing the Dolphins at home.
So I struggled with this one. And this is one of those ones that I'm like, we should win. And I have it as a win. But their head coach was just our offensive coordinator. They have so many 49ers players playing for them right now that used to play on the 49ers, and they think so similarly. I'm like, Mike McDaniels knows Kyle Shanahan's offense. He knows the way that they think. And so Shanahan's going to have to scheme up something that Mike McDaniels isn't going to know. And so I think it's going to be a really interesting game. Now, I don't think that the Dolphins have a great quarterback. I don't think that Tua is going to be the threat. But I say we win, but it could also be one that I'm like, oh, man.
They also got Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I know. One, they got Raheem Mostert, who was a great running back for us. Like I know they have Tyreek Hill, but Tua can't throw a ball. So like,
I know. He even made a comment about that.
Yeah,
it's like playing with Mahomes is like champagne, and playing with Tua is like Miller Lite.
Yeah,
but I think and so I'll just jump into it for us. So week 14, we are now playing the Dolphins at home. So we're back to back on that one. I have the Dolphins as a win as well, but I think that could be a wild card game.
Yeah. And that's how I feel about it too. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that people are sleeping on Tua a little bit. I know he didn't do much last year, but I don't think he had what he has this year. We'll see. I mean, I haven't seen much with the offseason and what he's been doing. I mean, I don't really follow the Dolphins, right? So I'm not sure, but just the feedback that we've gotten from Tyreek Hill, it's not great.
Yeah.
But like you said, they have some of your old coaches. So
I'm a fan of Mike McDaniels too. So it's like, you kind of root for the team, but not when they're playing your team.
Exactly.
All right. So wait, so you just gave me.
So that was 14 as a win.
Okay.
So then you guys you're still at home. You got 3 home games back to back. You guys are the Bucks.
Yeah. Dude, in my mind, Jimmy G's playing this game and we win.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Oh, Dean, what do you think about that, Mr. Brady?
I say that because Tom Brady was his
mentor.
Sorry, thank you. Sometimes my vocabulary can't catch up to my thoughts.
It's too hot.
Dude, it's so hot.
Brains are melting.
Yeah. But I think we win. I think like Tom Brady's really going to think about retiring for real this time. And they're not going to be as good as they were last time.
I think so too. I mean, what was all the what the hell happened to him this offseason?
Yeah, I don't know. And what was up with like the training camp?
He's like, I've got a life and shit to do or whatever he said. It was like, okay, so you're just not going to play? But
yeah. Well, I mean, if you're Tom Brady.
I think he's done.
Yeah. Okay.
So Dean thinks the 49ers are going to upset the Bucks.
Oh, dude, we probably have so many comments. I'm sorry. Should we go through some of those really quick? Sorry, guys. We're on a roll right now.
Let's go back. All right. So we're going to go back to, did we see this one yet? It's for Dean. All right. Cardinals won't have D-Hop. They lost some Chandler in my stock, slightly down on them, but the teams, they'll be good games for sure. Let's see here. Little personal conversation there. Dolphins are going to be good. I'll be rooting for them, and my boy might be too.
Yeah, see, I was saying, you can't not root for them. 49ers upset the Bucks.
Don't root for them when they're playing the Chargers, Ashley.
Who?
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins? No, dude, the Chargers are my second team because they're in the AFC. I'm allowed to, unless we're playing each other, dude.
Yeah, I know. Every 4 years.
This
year is the year. Okay.
We'll see how it tests our friendship and our business.
It's going to be great.
Week 15. You guys are at home playing the Titans.
I have that as a win.
Okay. Last year I had us as a win too, and man, they were a tough team.
I'm not sure. That was a tough one. I think they're a good team, but I think we are a better team.
Okay. With a healthy Derrick Henry, does that make a difference?
Is Derrick Henry going to be healthy?
I don't know.
Is Christian McCaffrey
going to be? Is Christian McCaffrey going to be healthy?
I can't with these guys, and it like with fantasy, I can't pick them up,
dude. So I'm going to digress again, but like my fantasy teams suck. I got a C grade on both of my teams. And you know why? Because I took too many risky players because I'm so sick of taking everybody people tell me to take. Why am I like that? Why can't I like just be like, I'm going to take the people who are guaranteed to get me points and win. And I go, I'm going to take this risky mother effer right here and hope they have a breakout season. So I can be like, booyah. But I'm projected to be. Yeah. Well, that's actually a good choice.
That
okay,
could
hold on.
very much work out in our benefit.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. In my week 1 matchup in one of my leagues, I'm playing Pollard, and the guy I'm playing is playing Elliott. And I'm like, dude, this is going to be so good to see who gets more points.
Who gets more playing time.
Yeah.
I mean, if Zeke stays healthy, it's going to be tough, right? But, there's people saying that Pollard's going to get more field time.
Anyways.
So
I suck at fantasy, guys. Stay tuned so I can let you know if taking risks on players is worth it or not.
Chiefs and Chargers will be battling on 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Dean. No. I do not think.
Give Russ a few years.
He needs a couple years. I'm not saying he's not going to take the division. I definitely can see Russell taking that team to the Super Bowl 100%, just not yet.
Yep. All right. Where are we at? Oh, week 15 for the Niners.
So week 15. So you're back playing the Hawks at Lumen.
For the first time ever, I think we're going to, the first time in a long time, I think we're going to sweep them and we're going to win. Okay. I mean, I'm wondering what that Seahawks fan base looks like without Russell. I know they're a strong fan base, but like.
I don't think the fan base will die.
No. I still think we win.
It's going to be – that would be a fun game to go to too.
I know. Dude, so I'm in Seattle at the end of the month, and I'm like, dang it, why can't we play the Seahawks at home or there? We play them, I believe – oh, no. We play the Broncos that week. But I'm like, I just want it to work out where I'm at work. So I'm always at work in September or October up in Seattle. So I'm like, can it please just work out one time where the 49ers and Seahawks play so I could just go to a game there?
It never does, though.
I know. So, okay. Week 16, you guys are at the Colts.
That's a win.
That's a win?
That's a win.
Jonathan Taylor's not going to give you any problems?
That's my only concern.
God, he got me so many points last year. He was nobody knew who he was.
And that was with Wentz. I don't know, man. I think the Colts could be really good this year.
Matt Ryan he's a consistent quarterback. He is consistent.
I feel like Matt Ryan is what Matt Stafford was with the Lions, right? As soon as they got him on a team, which the Lions, I think, are rebuilding as well, but I still think they're not great. Look what happened.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, I hope Matt Ryan's he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah. He'll fit right into that system.
I'm gonna put a little question here. I'm gonna say win, but that's gonna be one that I'm gonna pay attention to.
Okay.
So one of the teams we are not playing this year, and that you are, is the Commanders.
I think we're gonna win. I think that whole organization is a shit show right now. I feel like there's lawsuits coming up the wazoo. Like you don't even know who plays for the Commanders anymore.
I know.
Like
Carson Wentz.
I know. They should have kept Heineke.
I look forward to seeing the Chargers this year. They have no reason. But they are the Chargers. Let's not forget who this team is. And I think it's a little different. We have new coaches. We have new quarterback. We have a whole lot of new people. But the Chargers are known for being this Disappointment.
But they're like doing better since they've been in LA.
I played against Jonathan Taylor in high school. He went to a no way.
Wow.
That is what?
That's pretty crazy.
Was he that good back then? That's awesome. Bosa.
Chase Young. Yeah. I think Bosa's gonna have another great year.
Oh, I think so too.
Yep. We are almost at the end of the season. We have 2 games left, and you guys are playing the Rams. Technically, you're the home game or the home team that week.
That's going to be so weird.
Oh my God, I know. Maybe I'll go to that game with you.
You should definitely go to that game.
Mm-hmm.
Now I kind of want to switch it up. Now I want to say we beat the Rams and we lose to the Colts, to be honest with you. But
do you want me to change those or no?
No, I'm not going to change it. I say we lose to the Rams.
Okay. I think the Rams are still a really good team. I think it's going to be interesting. I know Matt Stafford hurt his elbow, and I haven't followed up on any of that, so I'm not sure.
I think he'll be fine, especially by then. But I don't know. I have a feeling they're going to have this level of pride coming into SoFi, and it's our home game, and they just took the Super Bowl there. They're going to be like, no, you guys are not winning this game.
There's probably still going to be more 49ers fans there than Chargers fans or Rams fans.
It's the Rams-Chargers game? Ashley's coming in with her 49ers flag. Woo! Oh, that's funny. All right. So 17, you guys are headed to Vegas to play the Raiders.
Yeah, I really thought about going to this game. But it's a New Year's Day game. And number one, I'll probably be too hungover if I'm just being honest with everybody. And number 2, I honestly don't think I want to be in Las Vegas for New Year's Eve. Like, it does not sound very fun, like at all. And this was like a hard one for me, but I think kind of like you said, like home turf, all that. Like, I think we lose this game.
And there's something about the Raiders towards the end of the season too.
I know
what it is.
Well, they have Davante Adams this year too. So there's like
they've got a good. The AFC.
Carr's not bad. He's just the worst quarterback in the AFC West, but he's not the worst quarterback in the NFL right now.
Not even close.
Yeah, he's like right in the middle, like with Jimmy G. Like we're talking like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no Green Bay for you this year, huh?
Thank God, dude. Not to the playoffs when we kick their ass again.
Oh my God, that was crazy. All right, so last game of the season.
You guys are in Denver playing the Broncos.
Like I said earlier, I think it's a 50-50. I could be wrong on where we're winning here, but I'm saying we're winning that one.
Okay. So what does that put your record at?
12-15.
12-15?
Or 12-15. 12-5.
The heat's really getting to her, guys.
It's a lot of games this year.
Nicole's team plays extra game.
All right, so your last game is the Cardinals at home.
And I think we lose. And again, maybe it's switched, right? Because I think we go 50-50 with the Cardinals, but I think we're tired.
So you're also 12-15, huh?
Yeah. 12-5.
12-5.
I also think we're going to end number 1 or 2 in the division. I haven't made a decision yet. It's going to be us or the Rams.
I think we're very much on the same page with that. Like, I think it's going to be us or the Chiefs. I think we could still take it. I think you guys could definitely still take it. I think the Rams could take it. I think the Chiefs could take it. Now, we haven't even talked about this, but Super Bowl predictions.
I think it's too early. We're just going to say the Chargers and the 49ers make it to the Super Bowl. Although, like, dude, all the analysts, like, I keep seeing that, like, the Eagles are, like, the number 1 seed for, like, the NFC. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, what did I miss about the Eagles? Like, don't get me wrong. I got Jalen Hurts on one of my fantasy teams, but it's only because all the other quarterbacks were taken that I wanted. And what was left? So I'm like, is he supposed to have, like, a breakout year? Like, what's up with the Eagles right now?
He's supposed to have a good year. I think they're supposed to – but look at the division, too.
Yeah, but people are saying they're going to take the NFC. So I'm like,
who's saying that?
Dude, I've seen it on our Instagram.
Oh, no, I don't buy that. But their
Yeah.
division, sure.
I also saw that people are predicting the Chiefs and the 49ers to be back in the Super Bowl.
Rematch, huh?
Yeah, and everybody says that we lose again. I'm like, dude, seriously. I don't know. I think that we have a good shot at the Super Bowl, but you know my like superstitions. Like I can't make any of those predictions yet. I can't make Super Bowl predictions. I think we have a good shot at the playoffs, though. I think both teams have a really great shot at the playoffs.
Yeah, something I saw was like us making it to play the Ravens, and then we lost there. I'm like, I don't know about that, but I do think the Bills are still a better team. But
the Bills, my other AFC team, again, would not be bummed if they made it far.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe when we get closer, we'll do some Super Bowl predictions. But
yeah, I'm not
sure. Right today, it's the 49ers and the Chargers.
Right now, I just want our teams to go 12-5 and make it to the playoffs. And that is the energy that I'm putting out into the universe.
There we go. There we go. All right. So there's our predictions.
You got to tune in every week to see if our prediction, see how far off we are this year. Maybe like with wine, we get better with age.
We'll recap every week, right? So just a reminder, guys, please follow, like, share, touchdowns _and_ tight ends, IG, TikTok.
That's really what
YouTube.
I said, we're really just IG, TikTok, and YouTube's where you can find us.
Yeah, we're on Twitter, but
we don't know how to use Twitter yet.
We don't really do any of it. So please follow, hit the little bell. You'll get the reminder. So we're going to be going live every Tuesday at 5:30. If we cannot go live, which is going to happen in 3 weeks, we will have a recording that we will post right at 5:30. So
just don't hold us accountable to that. We're still learning how to do all this, guys. But our goal is to make sure that every week you get content from us, whether it's live or it's pre-recorded. And I saw a whole lot of comments come through as we were talking right now.
All right, let's go back.
Let's see what we got here.
All right, so we go back to Dean here.
He went to Salem High School and I went to Woodstown. He always played Salem on Thanksgiving. He was really good in high school. Not surprising. Man, I'm really bummed I couldn't get him on my fantasy team because I played in a keeper league, dude. And in the league that I had last year, I'm not playing that year. So I was bummed because I was like, of course you're going to keep JT.
Well, yeah. I mean, I couldn't, unless your first round pick, you're not getting JT.
I know.
Dude, there's like fireworks going off like crazy. What is, for what? Labor Day? What is happening?
Happy Labor Day.
I was going to say that if the Chargers aren't good, Brandon is on the hot. Oh, 100%. I think that he will be good. I think that he's a good coach. I don't think that we should hold him to what happened in the last game of the season last year. I think he was doing what he thought was best, but we'll see. I still think he's a good coach.
You know what we didn't even talk about is Anthony Lynn coming to coach on the 49ers.
Yes, I forgot about that.
So did I. And I forget, is he a running backs coach, maybe? I can't even remember what.
Well, he was our head coach.
Yeah, he's obviously he's a position coach. So I can't remember what position.
Is it QB or
no? I feel like it's wide receiver or running back.
That'll be interesting. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting because, you know. We'll see. The Eagles made a splash this last season. See what happens when we don't pay attention to the offseason? We don't even know why the Eagles are projected to do as well as they are. You guys can fill us in on our Instagram. Make sure you guys DM us there.
It's been hot in Utah, so I can only imagine. Yeah, I'm dying.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's still 93 and it's 6:30 out.
And I don't have AC, so.
I have AC, but it doesn't feel like it's working.
Too early to predict for the Super Bowl. Definitely agree. Eagles got AJ. Oh, they got AJ. 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 Yeah, they're going to have a good team. I'm glad we're not playing them this year, actually.
All right. Well, then they'll beat the Cowboys. Let's go Eagles.
So some are saying that the 49ers and the Bills.
That'd be a good one too.
Pats and Rams.
Or the Bills and the Rams. So you think the Rams are going to go back? I don't know that the Rams are going to go back.
I don't know if they're going to go back either. But again, we'll see. Okay, all right. So hold on. Game 1 is Thursday.
The Bills and the Rams.
What do you guys think? What do you think's going to happen?
I think the Bills are going to win. Let's go Josh Allen. I freaking love Josh Allen.
I think the Rams are going to win.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's write that one down.
Right. You write it down. I'm not writing it down. You write it down. And I say Bills.
Do you want to give any sort of score prediction?
No, because I'm not very good at that. I just predict winners and losers. Don't mess with me on math, dude. That means I have to figure out how many touchdowns, if there's going to be 2-point conversions. Like, that's too much for me.
I'm going to say 31-28.
Okay.
Dean says Rams will top Bills 34-24. I'm writing this down, Dean.
Well, Luke said that the Eagles have a very good team. The coach got deeper roots in Philly, and they added to the defense. They added A.J. Brown. Yeah, I guess the Eagles are a team to pay attention to, huh? Well, I really hope Jalen Hurts gets me some points. Dude, I was so pissed. I was in the fucking draft. Sorry, guys. I was in the freaking draft with Kyle. He drafted Herbert right before I was going to draft him. And then he drafted somebody else right before I was going to draft them. And I was like, are you serious? I swear to God, he was looking at my notes because we were drafting next to each other. And I'm like,
you're like, why are you stealing all my people?
I was like, you took Herbert?
Well, I mean, I can see why Kyle would take Herbert.
I know. But it was too early to draft quarterback. That was my move.
So I know that you didn't do the draft with me yesterday for the tough league or whatever, the same one that we did last year, but we got Josh Allen, just FYI.
He was good for me last year, him and Herbert. I have Herbert in my other league. Dude, I got C's in both my leagues. We'll see. So, C stands for champion.
There you go. I love it. 49ers to the Super Bowl versus the Bills or the Chargers. I'll take it.
I would too. Yeah.
Eagles do go 10-7 last year and made the playoffs. That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
All right. Anything else?
I think the only last thing we have is if you guys have your own predictions and you guys post them or create videos, we'd love for you guys to tag us in them so we can be connected to your predictions for your teams. So make sure you guys, again, are following us on Instagram. That's where we're most active. It's just touchdowns_and_tight ends. And tag us in your posts, tag us in your videos. We want to see your team's predictions for the 2022 season.
Absolutely. So we'll put something together. We'll post ours. We'll put it out there. And can't wait to see yours for your teams. And football's back, baby. We got week 1, first game on Thursday. Got our games on Sunday. So it's gonna be a good week.
It'll be fun. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll be back live next week, Tuesday, 5:30.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye, guys.